We on, action. We on, baby. Cooper.
I'm here.
Yeah, welcome to the channel.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we'll start from the start and get you to break it down, and then eventually get into some chat.
What I'm doing, easy. So basically, Cooper Black, 28 years of age. I'm from a little town called Wardell. Yeah, so it's basically this little country town near Ballina, Byron Bay. Most people will know. Nothing special. I was there for like 23 years. I was not the best kid. I was a bit of a naughty kid. Came from a pretty rough upbringing. So yeah, obviously everyone's got their background story.
For sure.
Me and my dad just didn't get along. My mum, couldn't love my mum any more than I already do. She's like the rock for me. Always supported me. So yeah, I was always getting myself into trouble. Never good at school. So that was just a downhill battle for me, because I didn't know through my whole growing up that I had ADHD. I had no idea, and I was just like off the rails, had anger issues. It was just, yeah, not good. Until I eventually moved out of home, and then...
What age?
I moved, I was fucking weird, man. So I got with this girl and moved out of there, like with her and her family, when I was like 20. And then after that we split, and then I just basically went home, got a new missus, went back out, lived with her, and then it eventually led me to the Gold Coast. And I've been on the Gold Coast for about 4 years now. Basically just, living the dream really. But it's a hard one, because from a little country town and then moving to the Goldie, it's completely different. Completely different. So
a lot quicker, a lot faster.
Oh, just so much better. I never felt like I fit in back at home. Just the way I looked, what I did, it's just, a little country town wasn't for me. So once I moved to the Goldie, I felt like, I'm home. Like I felt like I fit in. So and that's...
So you moved to the Goldie, what are you doing?
Yeah, so now I live on the Goldie. My main income is content creating, so OnlyFans. I started it when it first became a thing. I think I was like maybe 22 when I first started it, but the girl I was seeing at the time was like, no, don't do that. So we ended up getting together and I had to delete it. And then a few years down the track, last year I made it again. Had a new one, was doing good, was making good money, living the dream. Then I got a manager, and then somehow.
How did this start?
How did it start?
How did OFan start? You know, was Cooper on the internet, or one of the boys were doing it, or?
Yeah, so how it started was, I've always done, since 18 I did modelling. I actually started as a nude model. For Men's Mental Health, I got all my kit off and started modelling nude, because the dude in my rugby team committed suicide. So there was a big fundraiser for Men's Mental Health, and it was basically get nude and get in a book. And I was like, well, fuck, I'll just do it. And that's basically how my modelling career kicked off. From being seen on the internet in my undies to other photographers wanting to shoot me. And then it just kicked off from there. And then I shot with a guy named Jake O'D in Melbourne, and he was doing OnlyFans. And he was the one that pushed me towards doing it. And then I got into it, and it's just like, everyone thinks it's easy money, but it's a full-time job, man. Like, you got to take content. You got to keep up with market. You have to fucking message everyone that's messaging back. It's a 9 to 5, but you just get to do it from wherever you want. That's the only plus. But when I started making a decent amount of money, I ended up getting a manager, because I couldn't keep up with the upkeep myself. And then reality TV opportunities came to me, and I ended up getting a manager for that, and it full fucked me. My account ended up getting deleted.
Really?
Yeah, lost all my money. Couldn't make a new one. So it's only recently, for like 3 months ago, I've been able to start it again. So I'm just working back from the scratches, man.
Building it back up?
Building it back up, but it's going good. It's just like anything, man. The more time you put into something, the more money you make. So yeah, we're hustling out here, trying to make money.
Is there like so break it down for me, for the people, like, what are some of the requests? Do you get how does it work? You know?
Yeah, so basically you're posting content, basically whatever you want. Obviously OnlyFans is sexually orientated mainly, but you get weird requests. Like, you go through your messages. I had a request not long ago being like, can you blow up balloons nude, and for every balloon that you pop, it's $10. I was like, what the fuck sort of Like, not to kink shame, but I'm not standing there nude and having balloons pop in my face for $10 a pop. It's like, I'm gonna have to pop 100 balloons to make $1,000. It's like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. But yeah, you get there's a lot of feet fetishes, but there's a lot of rules to OnlyFans as well. Like, the rules are you can't do anything in public. You can't do like piss play. You can't do any of that sort of shit. Even some squirting sometimes for girls, it gets like held up. So there's a lot of rules, and you can't, like, obviously you can't do meetups, but if you even say anything about meetups, if you try to get money through a different platform like PayPal, Venmo, fucking Beam it, they'll flag you on that as well. So no one understands that there's actually heaps of rules to it, and you have to stay in between the guidelines. Like, if you forget to tag someone that you've collabed with, there's a violation. So it's just like, you've really got to stay on top of everything.
How did that make you feel? How did that make you feel moving into that space, like with your family or your friends? Was that a hard transition moving into that space, or?
Yeah, so when I first started, I was one of the first ones, like,
Mum, I'm doing OnlyFans.
out of anyone that like really knew about it to do it.
Yep.
And my family was always supportive, because they were always like, oh, if you got it, if you're confident, you can make money from it. They're like, well, what's holding you back? So yeah, from the get-go, I've had support doing it. No one's ever, obviously you get some people that are like, oh, that dude does OnlyFans or blah, blah. It's, well, fuck me. Who cares? I'm not harming you. It's like, if you want to go see my dick, subscribe. If not, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's
pretty much.
It's as simple as that. But yeah, I've always had support with it. My missus does it as well, so I've only just, because I wasn't going to do it again, but because she does it, I'm like, fuck beauty. This is a one-way ticket to making money. And she makes bank, bro. She makes fucking 20 times what I make. Yeah. So yeah, it's just easy. And like, we can, say we're going to Bali very soon for a month. Like, we can just go over there, film content, like do all the shit, train, prep. So yeah, no, I can't really floor it, apart from it does get tiring. Like, how many times can my dick get hard in one day? You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, for a girl, it's a lot easier, like bit of lube, bit of fucking, don't even have to be turned on, but for a dude, you're like, fuck, like this is, no.
You're working now.
It's a lot harder for dudes than it is for chicks, but it just means you got to hustle a bit more.
And what, did you guys meet on that platform or through that, or how'd that?
So I actually didn't even know she did it at first. I met her when she won her pro card at bodybuilding. So I met her at my mate's place, who's her coach. We just met there, and I was seeing someone at the time, so we didn't really pay attention to each other. Then I was actually over in Bali, and I messaged her and I was like, I've got a great idea. You should come over here. And then she booked her tickets, and a week later she was with me. Yep. And we've been together ever since. Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's cool. But see, without her doing OnlyFans, she wouldn't have been able to do that, because they gave her the freedom to be able to come over. So it's basically just for freedom.
Yep.
Like, no one wants to work at 9 to 5 and have someone telling you what to do every day. No one wants to do that. And I personally, I can't do that. Like, every job I've had with that, I've got into an argument with the boss and quit. I just actually can't do it. So yeah, this is my lifestyle.
So let's go back. Let's take it back. So when you moved over to the Goldie from Byron, what was the first job that you did?
Yeah, so
what was your first employment?
My first job when I got to the Goldie was back on the roads doing asphalt. So I've laid asphalt for years. I've been the lead steel drum roller driver. Did it for years, and I was in like permanent night shift. And it got to a point where I was just fatigued, was getting like 3 hours of sleep a day. Because for me to do everything I needed to do in the day, I had to get up. And I went and got my bloods done, and my estrogen levels were through the roof, my stress levels, my IGF was non-existent. Like, and the doctor basically told me, he was like, you need to change your lifestyle. He's like, it's making you depressed. Like, because I'm diagnosed with depression and anxiety and shit. So that sort of lifestyles, if you got anything to do with your mental, it's not the fucking, not a job for you. And it ages you, bro. Fucking one day I wake up 20, the next day I wake up 45.
Because you're out in the elements, it's fucked.
Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. So yeah, sometimes you start work at like 5 and you're not getting home until like 8 in the morning. So yeah, it's not a good lifestyle, but decent money, I guess.
So what was did you ever get to a phase where you started moving into the party life and then eventually moving into the OnlyFans, or?
Yeah, so I've always been a bit of a party boy.
Yep.
Like, I've always partied. When I first got into like fitness, I took a year off drinking, and then I just realized I was doing everything wrong. I was just so fixated on shit, and I was going the complete wrong way about it. So yeah, I got in, like, I was just always been partying, like illicit substances and just having some fun.
You're on the Goldie.
Yeah, you're on the Goldie, bro. It's fucking every corner you can get whatever you want. So yeah, no, I've always been like that, still am like that, still love a party. I just tend to stay away from the alcohol because...
I noticed that too, like on the shows and stuff, you know, you've always been the one chilling.
Yeah,
but, you know.
Yeah, especially with reality TV, man. Like, you're drinking every day. I came off the show up 6% body fat. Like, my face was out here. Like, it was fucked. Like, fun, like, it's good.
How did that start? Let's talk about that. How did the show start?
Yeah, so I was approached through Instagram because I've got a social media presence, asking if I wanted to apply for this show, and I was like, oh, bit umming, ahhing. Anyway, I applied, and then didn't hear back for 2 years, bro. Like, it was a long casting process. I thought nothing come of it. I thought they weren't doing the show anymore, and then all of a sudden it was just go, go, go. And then next thing I know, I'm on Aussie Shore. I'm on TV, so yeah. And now that's just a part of my life, reality TV. It's a bit harder now that I've got a missus. Makes everything a lot more difficult. You can't go on a show and party with naked chicks every night. Like, it's just a no. Like, it's common sense. You can't be doing that. So yeah, I will always put my missus before any of that sort of shit.
Yep.
But yeah, it's always like I'm one of the OG cast members, so Aussie Shore is always going to be a part of my life.
That's good. All right, what's some of the darkest times you've been through?
Some of the darkest times I've been through. So I'm a big advocate of men's mental health.
Love that.
Because when I was younger, I tried to take my life. And when I was trying to do it, the rope ended up snapping. And that's how I survived. So my first ever tattoo that I have on my foot, which is what like my mum and me came up with, was never give up, the sun always rises. Because I'm a big believer, because after everything I regretted it. I was like, if I died just then, like, what the fuck? Because literally the meaning of that is you could be having the worst day of your life and then wake up the next day and it's a completely different day. And something happens and you're having the best day of your life, but you'll never get to experience that day if you've done the shit before. You know what I mean? Like, if you kill yourself, you're not gonna know if tomorrow's like one of the best days of your life. So yeah, my first tattoo was never give up, the sun always rises, because I'm a big believer of that after past experiences myself. Because yeah, to this day I would have regretted it. Like, I regretted it as soon as I woke up. So yeah.
So yeah, I see that you're tatted up. You're covered in tats.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, so I started getting tattooed on my 18th, and I just went obviously from my first tattoo and went from there. And it's just addictive, man. Like, every tattoo is a part of my life, a stage of my life. Like, most tattoos, I'll remember what day I got that, or not what day, but when I got that and shit like that. So yeah, I've got because I'm Christian, I've got a lot of like satanic stuff. I got a lot of Jesus stuff. And everyone always questions me on that, like, why do I have 666 and shit tattooed on me? Because I'm a big believer, if you believe in one, you have to believe in the other. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, Jesus, like God Almighty, because if you think about it, Lucifer was also one of God's sons. He's a fallen angel. So how can people be like, oh, the devil's not real, when it's like, how can you believe in God if it's like, that's one of his sons? So yeah, that's basically exactly why I have Jesus on my hand, I have the devil everywhere, because yeah, if you believe in one, you got to believe in them both.
So Christianity was obviously in the family, was it? Or?
Yeah, my whole family's Christian.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're all Christian except like go to church and whatnot, but obviously like I'm not following all their beliefs. Like I obviously fuck before marriage and I'm like have fun and shit. So it's but I am Christian and I do believe there's a higher power.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm still gonna have my fun and whatnot. I'm not gonna go around preaching my religion on everyone else. Like each to their own.
100%. Oh, well, that's all I really wanted, pretty much.
Easy,
Is anything else you want to break down? But yeah, no, that's perfect, man. Thank you.
No, I got you.
Thanks for being on the channel, man.
I got you.
Love that. Thanks for that, bro.
No, I appreciate you coming out.